Duelist Club, I'm in Master Rank yet again, and I got there with Blue Eyes. Pure Blue Eyes, not, Blue Eyes mixed with something else like Primite, for example. I know we don't have Primite, that's an example of like, hey, these cards work with Blue Eyes even though they're not Blue Eyes. Keep in mind I'm talking about the 40 cards in my main deck, not the extra deck, because I have Crimson Dragon, Stifler Dragon, 420 Blazer Dragon, but the main deck, the 40 cards besides the hand traps, which everyone runs by the way, it's pretty much pure Blue Eyes, and yeah, so and it pretty much got me to Master Rank easily. I'll show you my match history, because this match history, oh my god, it's so insane. And yes, I run Dragon Master Magyar in my Blue Eyes deck, even though apparently some Blue Eyes players aren't. What's wrong with you? So here's my match history. I barely lost. Now, you can't see the other duels below this because, it can only show you amount of duels in your match history. But I went from Diamond 5 to Master 5 in one day. And I'm pretty sure here it was Diamond 4, and then Diamond 3, then Diamond 2, then Diamond 1. And yeah, then I went to Master and I won like most of these duels. How many duels did I win in a row? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What about the one below this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 6. And then 5 here. But who knows what was below? Maybe I won like a few more, but yeah, we don't know. But yeah, this is all with Blue Eyes, not Millennium, not anything else. I'm going to be showing you the replays now. Not all of them, of course, but the ones I thought are pretty good to show in this video. And yeah, then I'll show the deck list at the end. But I'm just so happy that I don't know. Yesterday, because this was all yesterday, I just felt like I can do it. Like I can do this. Like I'm just gonna do it. Like, and it was all I did. And it was also the same day I got to level 20 in Duelist Cup. So I got to level 20 in Duelist Cup, and I was like, why not? Why not get to Master? I'm just gonna play Yu-Gi-Oh the whole day. Screw Dragon Ball Legends, screw Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, and actually no, not even Resident Evil, because I wasn't home while I did all this, except for the last few duels. I was home. I went home and I just decided to eat my dinner, and I was like, I'm just gonna play Yu-Gi-Oh while I eat dinner. I'm still motivated, and yeah. Oh god, you should see the duel that got me to Master Rank. Oh my god, I'll show you at the end. Because it's a special video, I am going to show you 7 replays. And then the deck list. Actually, no, I think 8 replays. 8, yeah. Because there's one saved on my phone, right? It was the last duel. I didn't have room to save it. But yeah, 8 duels. And here is just a full Blue Eyes combo. But I don't know, I just felt like I could do it. With this Blue Eyes deck, that I pretty much crafted up myself. Maybe the extra deck I obviously got inspiration, but Fragrance trap card, that was all me. I'm like, why not? If I start with it, it's just gonna screw my opponent over, especially Fiendsmith, because they use spell cards a lot. And yeah, so but yeah, so Summon Maiden, then I use True Light to get wishes, and not every duel will be me going first, by the way, just in case people are going first. No, there's going to be duels where I went second. But I will admit, I did win the coin toss a lot. But I also lost the coin toss a lot. And then my opponents would just let me go first because, they were probably running Tempai and all that. I feel like you're going to see more meta players later in this video. Maybe not at the start. Or maybe here, I'm not sure, to be honest. So I use Sage to target Maiden. Then I use Maiden. Did I use Wishes already? Or did I... Okay, no, all good. Because sometimes I forget to use it, but then I can use it after when I summon Blue Eyes White Dragon again. So this is like pretty much the main Blue Eyes combo you're going to be doing, like that you want to do, where you can just have Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon, Stifler Dragon, and Dragon Master Magyar. And yeah, it's so good. It's so good. It's amazing. So I use Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon to summon Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon, and then I'm gonna summon Stifler Dragon so Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon doesn't get destroyed during the end phase, and also it has a monster negate and it can destroy a card in the field, and it also protects my cards from getting destroyed. once, which is nice. So my opponent went to target, you know, maybe which card was my opponent going to target actually? Doesn't, oh no, sorry, all of the monsters go face down in defense, that's right. Alright, so I negated that with Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon, and then I used Dragon Master Magia. There was a duel where my opponent played a second one, and I was lucky to summon Cosmic Blazer instead of Stifler Dragon, because Stifler Dragon would not have been able to negate that. But I probably would have just summoned Magia after. Oh yeah, that was a Fiendsmith player, right? Was it? No, it was Brain Dead. Brain Dead, nice. Get out of here, Brain Dead. But yeah, there are a few Fiendsmith replays, but the last replay, oh my god. I was going off in the last replay. I wish I recorded. I should have just recorded my phone, but I was so into that duel where I just didn't think about it, and I was just laughing like crazy, like Light Yagami, and you know when Kaiba draws a card and he just laughs, like that was me. Like just my opponent kept activating stuff, but it didn't matter. You'll see after, but I was just laughing. I was just going crazy with my laughs. Because I was like, I know I've got this. Like, I just felt like I could win. Like, you know, just... Yeah, you got to see the replay. I'll talk about more... I'll talk about it more after. So I summoned Blue Eyes White Dragon. Then I used Maiden's Effect to summon Maiden. Then I used Wishes and discarded Blue Eyes. So my opponent used Ash Blossom, which... You know, I think is fine. Have I used True Light yet? I didn't see. Let me see. So then I use Wishes to target Blue Eyes. So if I put Neo, it means I can't summon Dragon Master Magia this turn. So I summon Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon. And then I use True Light to special summon Blue Eyes White Dragon. Then I use Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon's effect to summon Crimson Dragon. I guess Ash Blossom screwed me over. Yeah, it pretty much did. Because I couldn't get Ultimate Fusion. So then I summon Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, and then I got rid of it to summon Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon. And I have Skill Drain too as a backup, which is really nice. Then I summoned Stifler Dragon. Then I set down Skill Drain, and yeah, Stifler Dragon protected Ultimate Spirit Dragon. So my opponent used Super Polymerization, which is like, oof, you know, it happens sometimes, unfortunately. It happens. So my opponent summoned Garurumon, and yeah, my opponent's using Tempai, GG, Ash Blossom, and Skill Drain. Like, what are you gonna do? So my opponent played this spell card. I'm just gonna play Skill Drain now. I don't give a fuck. I'm not risking anything. Skill Drain. And then here, my opponent summoned a Tempai Dragon, the orange one, the Fanta one. Then my opponent went to attack. I summoned Blue Eyes in defense, so Garurumon doesn't get destroyed, and then my opponent draws a card. So I did that on purpose. Then I summoned Maiden because I can for, you know, to build a wall, a Blue Eyes wall. And yeah, my opponent left. Okay, never mind, I counted wrong. There's only 7 replays. I gotta watch Sesame Street or something again, because what is up with my counting? Nah, just because one of them, yeah, saved on my phone. I thought I already counted 7 in my match history, but no, I counted 6, and then the one saved on my phone is 7. So yeah, my bad, there's only 7. So after this replay, the 4 duels after this, I go second. So if you're thinking I only win because I went first, no. You're going to see more duels in this video where I go second than first, because I did go second a lot. So my opponent used Max C, and I thought it was worth it to just have some Blue Eyes, like just have Blue Eyes White Dragon in my graveyard, just so I can, like here I know my opponent can't use Harpies or Lightning Storm, so I played Anti-Spell Fragrance. And then, yeah, my opponent couldn't do anything because of that, which was really nice. So I special summoned Blue Eyes White Dragon. Yeah, Maiden didn't get summoned because of Spirit Pfizer Blue. Yeah, so that's why. So for some of you wondering why Maiden doesn't get summoned when you summon Blue Eyes, it's probably because of Spirit Pfizer Blue. So I did that to pretty much have another Blue Eyes White Dragon. So I can... yeah, my opponent used Maxi. So then I use True Light to summon Blue Eyes. So yeah, my opponent's not going to draw a card now. So I summon Blue Eyes. I already used the trap card, right? Oh yeah, I did. But it doesn't matter, I won. So I just wanted to summon another Blue Eyes. And yeah, my opponent had Maxi. I was like, great, I'm just gonna summon Blue Eyes with True Light, and it was GG. And we get to see the win animation in the video too. Ah, I've missed seeing that. So clean. So very clean. Man, these duels where I'm going second, this duel and 2 other duels after this, go for some turns. This one goes for 5 turns, the next one goes for 5 turns, and then the other one goes for 3 turns, and then the last one goes for 2 turns. So here, like, oh, I remember what happened. I made a misplay. I'll tell you about it after. So I think this was like the first duel when I was having dinner when I got home. When I was having dinner. This was like the first duel I had. I was like, damn, it's against Blue Eyes, you know, like, cool, Blue Eyes versus Blue Eyes, but, oof. Yeah, I just saw Chaos Max Dragon and I got worried because I'm like, damn, Dragon Master Magia. So I played Maxi, just so my opponent, you know, my opponent might summon Spirit with Eyes of Blue, or my opponent might not. But my opponent, yeah, special summon Blue Eyes White Dragon with Roar of the Blue-Eyed Dragons. And then I also got Roar of the Blue-Eyed Dragons, that's pretty funny. And then, yeah, sent Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Then I knew my opponent was going to summon Magia in my turn. So my opponent summoned Spirit Dragon. Look, of course my opponent maybe could have done more, but of course, you know, because of Maxi, my opponent didn't want to. And then, yeah, my opponent even decided to use, you know, Ultimate Fusion in my turn. If I had called by the grave, my opponent would have been screwed, but yeah. Actually, no, because they would have summoned Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon. Well, it doesn't matter. Whatever. So here I used Wishes, and then, yeah, my opponent used Ultimate Fusion to summon Dragon Master Magia. And I was praying. I was like, it's funny that this guy's name is Ban Maxi. And I just threw 2 Maxis. My opponent made me wait for some time after I threw another Maxi. Then, yeah, my opponent summoned Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon, which makes sense, you know. So I don't draw another card, but I was praying to draw this one card, and I did. This one card to win the game. Are you ready? Infinite Permanence. G fucking G, unless you can destroy my spells and traps. The plan is I use Skill Drain or Infinite Permanence. My opponent negates that, and then I use the other trap card. So here, for example, I decided to use Infinite Permanence. Then my opponent wanted to negate that, and that's when I use Skill Drain. It doesn't matter which order I did it in, but, you know, unless my opponent had Crossout Designate or something, but yeah. So my opponent's Dragon Master Magia can't activate the effect. I'm pretty sure my opponent knew about the White Stone of Ancients, or just got paranoid with the face downs. I don't know, but yeah, my opponent didn't attack. There was something I could have done. I didn't realize until after, because this was the misplay. I had the idea to summon Indigo and then make it gain 1000 attack thanks to Abyss, but then I remember Abyss only can make dragons that are level 8. Level 8 dragons gain 1000 attack, not rank 8 monsters. So it was a huge misplay. I was like, oh god damn it, I forgot. Like, because it's not, you know, Xyz monsters, they don't have levels. It's different. They have like the rank 8. So I was just like, shit, Abyss isn't gonna make that on 5000 attack. But then I was like, damn, what do I do? And then I remembered, oh wait a minute, I have Majesty, and also I have Blue Eye Spirit Dragon. So I'll tell you why. Like, why Blue Eye Spirit Dragon is important here, unless my opponent had called by the grave. So here I made Jet Dragon on, you know, and Blue Eye Spirit Dragon, both gained 1000 attack. I used Majesty here to destroy Magia. It was the only way. Now, Magia can activate effect in the graveyard if it gets, you know, sent from the field to the graveyard. This is why I summoned Blue Eye Spirit Dragon. So I could have done, maybe I could have done this before, but it was probably best I wait, just so my opponent doesn't summon anything with Magia. So I use Blue Eye Spirit Dragon to negate the graveyard effect, but yeah, I have Skill Drain. So then I use my second effect to get rid of Blue Eye Spirit Dragon on the field. So the first effect goes through because it's not on the field anymore and it's not affected by skill drain. So I negated the graveyard effect, and it was GG. I love you, skill drain. I love you. That was clean. That was such a clean duel. Blue Eyes versus Blue Eyes, and my opponent went first. Usually, if you're going first with Blue Eyes and it's against Blue Eyes, they usually win. But yeah, skill drain, what a goat. So here I've got so pretty good hand for going second. So I use infinite permanence on Sylvie of the White Forest, whatever. Get out of here, stupid bitch, huh? Nah. I'm so glad my opponent couldn't really do too much after that. So I got the White Son of Ancients. I summoned Sage to get Maiden, but I think, my opponent used Ash Blossom. The only problem is that I have Ash Blossom too, and now I can't use it because I'm negating it with Crossout Designator. But it was just important to get Maiden. It was so important to get Maiden. So I got Maiden, and then my opponent activated that trap card to summon some monster to summon that Synchro. And then that graveyard effect activated, then my opponent activated that effect with the Synchro. And yeah, I couldn't link summon because of that. So I was like, okay, was that, yeah, oh god. So here, what did I use? Maiden, then my opponent used Called by the Grave. I was kind of thinking, I think I've lost this one, but I have infinite permanence. My opponent doesn't have too many cards in the hand, and I have Ash Blossom. I felt pretty comfortable. My opponent already used their Called by the Grave. I doubt my opponent could have another one. It's possible though, but yeah. So my opponent activated that stupid spell card to send that away. I used Ash Blossom. And yeah, my opponent couldn't negate it, which was nice. So I'm glad I couldn't use it before because here was really useful. Then my opponent summoned that monster and Link summoned that stupid Link to this Link. Yeah, yeah. Kind of miss Super Smash Brothers, man, and also Zelda. Oh my god, I missed those two. So then my opponent did that, and yeah, you can't bounce because it's a face-down monster. So my opponent attacked Sage. Then that's all my opponent could do, and yeah, it's against Fiendsmith. So Blue Eyes against Fiendsmith. So I summoned the White Son of Ancients to summon Spirit Fires of Blue. The White Son of Ancients is still a good card because here I get to protect my cards with Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. So here I sent Blue Eyes and I special summoned Blue Eyes. Unfortunately, I don't have Maiden, so I can't Synchro summon. But that's fine, I can still destroy this broken monster. But yeah, it just has a graveyard effect, unfortunately. I put my trap card here just to act like I had infinite permanence, just to trick my opponent. Because people will usually put a face down in that same row of a card you need, like a continuous card. But yeah, I just did it for fun because I'm like, why not? So I used Majesty to destroy that spell card so the effect doesn't go through. And then my opponent went to summon that and I got a bit worried. I was getting so worried. My opponent summoned that and I was like, I could have negated this, like, sure. But my opponent summoned the monster in defense, so I was like thinking maybe my opponent's not going to do anything else but just bounce Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. Maybe I could have waited, but I just didn't want to risk it. I'm like, I doubt my opponent can do anything else, and that's because of the monster being in defense and also infinite perms. I don't know, it was a gamble, and yeah, my opponent left, so. Oh well. Second last replay. Is this also against Fiendsmith? Trying to remember. Or was it the duel where... Not sure if it's that duel. I don't want to talk too soon. Draw. Oh, yeah, I think it is this duel where I just went crazy. I don't know if my opponent made a misplay or not, but I guess my opponent maybe forgot about draw or just couldn't really do anything else, or forgot they didn't have like a Link 2 in their graveyard, so Sprite Elf was pointless. So I used draw and I was so happy. I was like, haha, I'll take that. So my opponent Link summoned that Fiendsmith Link and then sent it away. Summoned Fiendsmith. John, how was your day today, Fiendsmith? Did you do the work you had to do by 3 o'clock, Fiendsmith? John, are you taking your medication, Fiendsmith? John, did you see the new episode of Fiendsmith? That's all I say these days. So my opponent fusion summoned that and just kept summoning monsters, but it's like I had a feeling my opponent was going to summon Baron, so I expected Baron. The other stuff was kind of like whatever. I don't know if my opponent just got a bit screwed over because of Duel. But yeah, my opponent randomly summoned Sprite Elf. I don't know if that was just to summon like these wiggly diggly cards or something, like Sylvie the Shitty or something. Why not? It kind of rhymes, right? No? Okay. My opponent summoned that, and I was like, you can't get cards from your deck to your hand, and I don't know, is that a card that can get you a card from your deck to your hand? No. I don't know. But I thought it was okay. I'm like, this is fine, you have a negate. I guess just Droll screwed my opponent over. So my opponent negated Sage, and I was so happy. I was just like, thank you so much. Thank you. You made my day. This was like the second duel. I was in Diamond 1 here, and I had to win 2 duels to get to Master. So this was the second last duel in Diamond. So I knew what I wanted to do, man. I was just going to do this. So I summoned Blue Eyes White Dragon with Roar of the Blue Eyed Dragons. So I summoned Blue Eyes. Then I used Maiden's Effect to summon it. Then my opponent did that, I guess for more defense or something, but I don't know. So I used Wishes, and then I also sent Neo from my extra deck to the field, to the graveyard, just so our Blue Eyes monster can't be targeted. So then I got Infinite Permanence back, and I destroyed all of my opponent's monsters. Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon W right here. And then I set down Majesty. And I felt pretty confident that, you know, my opponent couldn't really do anything else besides, you know, the graveyard effects. So my opponent summoned Fiendsmith. I was like, I'll allow it. Then did something with that. But then I was like, nope, I'm not going to allow that. So I destroyed Fiendsmith before that Link can target it and do whatever the hell it was going to do. And then my opponent left. And here I am going one more duel, and I was just like smashing my thumb in my chest because I keep doing the Vegeta thumb pose, even though I shouldn't because that's bad luck according to Vegeta, but yeah. As the last replay I'm showing you, sorry that it's sped up, I recorded it like this, I didn't realize it was sped up, so I used Ash Blossom, and that's all my opponent could do. And yeah, so the reason why that's all my opponent could do is because they just had all these hand traps. And I don't know why they didn't summon Link Rebo, but sure, we were both going to go to Master. And I was just going, you think that's going to stop me? And I was just laughing like a maniac, like Light Yagami. And then my opponent left, and that's when I got to Master. I was over the moon. Fly me to the moon. Alright, so this is the deck I was using in all of those duels, and it got me to Master rank. I'm going to say a story right now because I'm just going to say it. I don't want to trick you all thinking like, you know, oh, I'm so good, this and that, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to tell you something that happened in this season. So I was using Blue Eyes and Millennium, and I did get to Diamond 1, and I was 1 duel away from getting to Master rank. This was like last week, by the way. And I lost that duel, and I got pushed back all the way to Diamond 5, and it's because with Blue Eyes I just wasn't getting any tuners, and when I was going second with no hand traps. So the thing is, yes, I went from Diamond 1 to Diamond 5, and that's when I was using Blue Eyes and Millennium. I don't know what happened, I just had an unlucky streak, and I went all the way back there, and I'm like, I don't think I'm going to make a Master video this month. I'm just going to get to level 20. Why not? With Duelist Cup, you know? Get to level 20 in Duelist Cup. And I did. With this deck. And I was like, huh. Maybe this deck that I made for Duelist Cup will be better in Ranked, you know? So I went to Ranked even though I was Diamond 5. And I went to Master 5 in the same day. So I went from Diamond 5 to Diamond 1, back to Diamond 5 to Master 5 when I updated my Blue Eyes deck to this. And yeah, it's been winning so many games now, as you can see in my match history and the replays and all that. But yeah, I'm so happy to get to Master Rank again, you know, because last month was Millennium, this month it was Blue Eyes. Next month I would love to get to Master Rank with Dark Magician, but good God, I used it today and I was not winning anything. I was using in Duelist Cup, and my match history was half wins because of Blue Eyes from before, and then the other half was all losers. Like just lose. And that's because of Dark Magician. So I upgraded my Dark Magician deck. I added Bestial monsters, and now I've won I think a few duels in a row. I haven't used it much after I lost a few times, but I did update it and I added Bestial and all that because of Fiendsmith and Blue Eyes and stuff. And yeah, it's been going pretty well with Bestial, but I still feel like Dark Magician needs more. It needs more. It definitely does. Alright, that's going to be the end of the video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you later. Bye.